New week, same story. More in the conflict between Metro Exodus, its fans, its publisher, and the Steam store. On top of that, we now got Microsoft dropping big bombs, saying it's coming to the Nintendo Switch. What? And finally, Respawn's Battle Royale game, Apex Legends, coming in hot. For more, stay tuned. What's going on YouTube? I'm Deshaun, over with Don't Give a Bit. The main reason for me starting this channel and this segment is because I wanted to give you the curated gaming news that you want to know about. Every week I'm going to be doing my WeekBack Recap, bringing the latest and greatest in the video game industry. But not to be too long in my introductions, we can find out more about me later. Continuing from last week with Metro Exodus being exclusive to the Epic Store, being removed from the Steam store and causing all the controversy, we now have the game's author delivering a message on Instagram pleading with fans not to betray the franchise and empathizing with their anger. Now, if you're going to ask me if you want my personal opinion on the entire situation, competition is always good. PC gamers need choices when it comes to the store. Now, I understand too many game libraries can be a problem. Now, the Steam store has had a long legacy and has a huge library. There's a lot of quality of life applications that are integrated with Steam, but we have to give Epic a chance. And I'm not an advocate for Epic, but the biggest thing to take away here is that developers are receiving more income. Therefore, they're able to pass that savings on to the player, which means that we are now paying less for our game. Now, I understand this is the only game to do it, with Metro Exodus dropping its price point down to $50 than what it was at $60 on Steam. But this could be a huge precedent to come for multiple games in the future. I, for one, am all about that. I am a-okay with saving money that way. However, if you want to hear more about the story and hear from the source, I'll put the link in the description below, and I highly encourage you to do so. Next, moving on, probably my favorite subject, Microsoft coming in hot. GDC 2019 is going to be a huge year for Microsoft. Microsoft announces that it is now moving its platform, Xbox Live, onto the Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android. Now, this was all done in an announcement description for GDC, which has since been removed. Now, this could be big. Now, small term, this may not have huge implications. We're talking about friends, achievements, gamer score, nothing huge. But let's think long term. What could this mean? Microsoft could be setting up the backbone for its infrastructure for its cloud streaming on multiple devices. This could be huge. Now we're talking about the ability to play Microsoft games on a Nintendo Switch, Android devices, on iPhones. This could be breaking down the wall between the console platforms. Now, of course, PlayStation is not going to play nice, not at the moment. They have no need to. They are ahead of the console generation right now. I get that, I understand that. And for those who out there say, why would I want to play Xbox games on my Nintendo Switch? Shut up. More games in more places is always a great thing. It is okay to have great things in different places. But once again, I highly encourage you to read the entire article, find out what is going on for yourself. I am passing on the news to you. Next up, we have Respawn Entertainment coming in with the new Battle Royale game, Apex Legends. Now, Apex Legends is a free-to-play Battle Royale game that has just entered the scene. Reviews so far have been very positive, and critics are saying that Apex Legends is changing up the way Battle Royale is handled, mainly when it comes to communication and gameplay among your squad. Now, traditionally, not having communication with your squad mates can be detrimental to a Battle Royale game. Apex Legends changes that up with its ping systems, allowing you to communicate without using a microphone or chatting with your players. Also, it has the ability to revive your squad mate. Now, this is fantastic for the Battle Royale series. Now you have players being able to play with their squad mates continuously throughout the game. No longer is a player killed within the first 2 minutes of a game only to sit and watch their entire squad mate. Now, in its first 24 hours, Apex Legends had over 2.5 million players logging in to play the game. Respawn has also explained that the game will be cross-platform eventually. Now, they did mention that there will not be cross-progression or cross-save, but there will be cross-play. They have also been very forward in talking about how there are not currently Titans in the game. They do not have plans for Titans at the moment, as well as wall running is not in the game. There's no mention if they were coming in the future, but as of right now, they are not. Respawn Entertainment has been forward when it came to fans asking about Titanfall 3. They have explained that Titanfall 3 is not currently in development. Personally, I do still have high hopes for Titanfall 3, and I do think it will come out. eventually. I think that this is a fantastic placeholder for them while they are working on that Star Wars IP that we've heard about and that we're so anxiously waiting for. Next story, fans of the Resident Evil 2 remake will be pleased to know that it is on pace to outsell the original. It has been well received by the gaming community, which of course posed the questions to the director, will there be a Resident Evil 3 remake? The director of course only responded with, it's possible, if the fans want it. Now, if you ask me personally, I believe they're already working on the remake for Resident Evil 3. I believe they had good faith that this was going to be an outstanding game, and they already taken the next steps. Now, the real question is, will this spawn an entire new set of games? Are we going to have a set of Resident Evil games made in the same fashion as Resident Evil 2 Remake? Or are we gonna go back to the Resident Evil 7 gameplay? Either way, I'm eager for either choice. But the real question is, where's Dino Crisis? And finally, a little bit of good news for Crackdown fans. The team over at Xbox has announced that they will be giving the original Crackdown out for free for download. I'll put more info on how to get that down below. Please make sure to grab that. I do not know how long it's going to stay free. I suspect it won't be free forever, but this is of course to generate a little bit more hype for Crackdown 3 finally releasing this year. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you'd like to stay informed on the latest and greatest that's going on in the video game industry, please make sure that you subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and every other social media out there. You can also find me streaming live on Twitch. And if you have any comments on anything we've discussed, please leave it down in the comment section below. I will be reading them. I will be taking your questions and bringing them into the conversation for future videos.